I'm here with a new video, and in this video, you will be learning how to speak in English from my journey. So, my journey is so sad, and you will be surprised at how I able to speak in English from zero to hero. So you will be seeing that, and my sad journey starts from my school time. In my school time, a lot of my friends and also the teachers were able to speak in English. They were like used to make me train that you should also speak English. But at that time, I was so dull, I was so weak in studies as well as in speaking English. That's why I was not able to speak in English. So at that time, when my friends in class used to speak in English, when the teacher asked us raise your hand and answer this question, the students who know how to answer the questions and answers in English, they used to stand and reply that. But in my case, the scenario was different totally, because I was afraid to speak in English. And at this time, I was like blanked in my mind that what I have to speak, what I have to think in my mind. That's why I was not able to speak in English, and I used to be feared. I used to be afraid of that English speaking skill was so nightmare to me. Okay, it was bad for me. So at that time, I used to not to speak English, because the fear of speaking in English makes me feel so low that I uh, forgot it to speak English. So the next journey starts from my tuition. When I used to be in my tuition, means in 9th 10th, so I used to be see like my friends and my colleagues who used to translate or who used to make the sentences in English. They were able to actually speak in English, but in my case, the scenario was totally different. Believe me, guys, because when I used to see them, they used to talk to others in English. They used to converse with others. They actually communicated with others so appropriately. But I used to not do that, because I was not good in studies, as I told you earlier, and I was not able to speak in English. So my tuition teacher actually was so good, and he's also not good, but actually he trained me so well that I now able to speak in English, and he trained me well. In my tuition, actually, there were like conversation in English, group discussion in English, and also we have to speak, or we have to deliver a speech on the essay. The teacher started to give any topic, and you have to deliver a speech from that. Okay, so from that point of view, I first of all, I used to translate, because tuition teacher had taught me that if you want to speak in English, actually, then in fact you have to learn at first tense. If you know the tense, then you will start to make those sentences which are really makes you tough. So first of all, learn the tense in your mind, and first of all, make two sentence. So I focused on this, and actually I practiced in my home, and a lot of the sentences that I can make of, I used to do that. I started to do that. I practiced a lot of making sentences in English. I used to speak with myself, and there was a mirror in my home, and I used to practice in that mirror. So you will be like, am I crazy? No, I'm not crazy, but it's like I was obsessed with my English. So guys, the point here comes from my experience. Like, you have to be obsessed from speaking in English. You have to give time. You have to give time for your speaking English. Okay, so the next journey starts from my house. So in my house, I used to speak English with myself. There was no any colleague and my friends, and the point is like they were not able to speak English, in fact. So there should be a friend now. Where should I talk to them, and I should have to speak with, but actually there was no any friend to talk with. That's why I found a mirror, and in my house I used to talk with myself, and actually in the mirror I used to find a random topic, and I used to speak on that, and I used to deliver a speech in any topic, whether I don't know, whether I know, but I have to deliver a speech in anyhow. So the thing was that, and first of all, so these were the things that in my sad journey. So I was like a dull student and weak student in my studies, and as well as I was not able to speak in English. So make sure that you guys, if you are slow learner like me, then please improve your speaking skill in English. So definitely you will achieve your destiny for speaking in English, and every success and uh, every wish that you want from your life, that can be done, that can be achieved, but you have to work hard for it. You have to be obsessed with that. Okay, so I used to be obsessed with my practices for learning in English, and this helped me in my speaking journey in English. Okay, so guys, if you are a slow learner, then give time to English to speak. Okay, and first of all, at first you have to speak. If you speak, if you try to listen those person who are speaking in English, after listening you will start to speak. Yeah, I'm understanding the things like which are what are the talks which is saying, or you will start to speak. So you have to first of all speak, and after that you have to listen. And from my point of view, you should learn tense, so that you can make sentences in English, and your mind will respond you in less time, and your mind will be you will think, or you will translate those sentences in English in seconds, in less than a second in your mind, so that you have to learn the tense from my journey. So this was my journey, guys. If you like this video, then please thumbs up the video, means subscribe to this channel. So I promise you to see you in next video, and be safe, be struggle with your problems. Never give up, guys, never give up. As I never gave up, that's why I'm able to speak English right now. But you will be seeing that I am doing a lot of mistakes in speaking in English, that's why. So but I can't give up. I know that I am learning to speak English, so there will be a lot of mistakes, and I have to just ignore that. But I have to learn, means I have to learn that. Okay, so be obsessed, and just give patience. Just be patient. Okay, guys, be safe, guys.